You're not close to your miracle only when everything is calm and peaceful. Sometimes it's the opposite, when it's chaotic, when you're tempted to panic, live afraid. That means your miracle is on the way. Right now, we're dealing with this virus. We could live worried. What if I can't go to work? What about my finances? I'm afraid I'm gonna get sick. I'm worried about my children. Come back to a place of peace. Yes, there's uncertainty. We don't know what the future holds, but we do know who holds the future. God is still on the throne. You can't see it, but He's holding up walls of water. He's keeping you from evil and harm. He's sustaining you in the famine. He's bringing healing and wholeness. He's protecting, providing, favoring. You're in the middle of a miracle. Sometimes God will put an enemy in your life to keep you stirred up. He'll allow critics, doubters, discouragers, even some haters. So when you feel tired and think you want to give up, you'll keep pressing forward, shaking it off, not because you feel like it, but because you don't want to give your enemies the joy of seeing you defeated. Not out of spite, not out of pride. God uses the negative to keep us stirred up.
There is no worse feeling than that of invisibility. You know, when you are doing your very best and it goes unrecognized, it makes it kind of harder to want to keep doing it. And when you feel unseen, especially by the people whose attention and approval you crave the most, it can create a compulsion in your life to start doing things that are not even really consistent with your character in order to receive from people a confirmation that can be taken away just as easily as it was given.
You are the company that you keep. Meaning, your circle of friends is an indication of who you actually are, who you are becoming. You show me your friends and I'll show you your future. Because this is true. The people you surround yourself with are shaping your future. Someone say, check your circle. It's important who you are aligning yourself with. Walk with the wise and become wise. For a companion of fools suffers harm. That's good news. If you lack wisdom today, get around people that are wise. But look what the second part says. It says literally that a companion of fools suffers harm. Have you ever considered the reason why you're always hurt is because all of your friends are fools?
Don't be fooled by all that fake love. Don't be fooled by their phony smiles, their hugs, their I love yous. Snakes in the grass slithering. You hear them coming a mile away. I can smell them. I can sniff them. I can see them. I can taste them. Some of you get blinded by them. Your so-called friends, your so-called homies, your so-called partners, your so-called girls. They there for you when everything's great. They're there for you when you balling. They're there for you when you rolling. They're there for when you got money. They're excited. Girl, we gonna do this, man. Bro, where we going tonight? Sad story is that when you up, they all riding with you. When you down, ain't nobody in the car with you.
If you're a person where all your friends come to you with their problems, that's because they see something in you. You're more balanced and stable. But you got to remember this old saying. If you're the smartest person in your group, you need a new group.
Some of my enemies, I feel like I need to write them a check. If they hadn't have been against me, I wouldn't have prayed so hard. If they hadn't have made fun, I would have given up sooner. If they hadn't have told me I couldn't do it, didn't have what it takes, I might have been complacent, settled where I was. It was their opposition that pushed me forward. Many times, God will use your enemies to catapult you to success more than your friends.
Here's how you know if someone's your friend. A, you can tell them bad news, and they'll listen. They won't tell you why, you're stupid and why that bad thing happened to you and how something worse happened to them once and, derail the whole conversation. It's like, go away from that person. They're not helpful to you, and they're not helpful to themselves either. You got to surround yourself with people who want the best for the best part of you. And that's a really good way of deciding who you should have around you.
You spend your life performing for a crowd, it'll kill you. And you're like, I'm good.
I'm not a preacher. I'm not a singer. I don't perform for people. It's gotten much deeper than that now. It's the feeling that we get when we start offering ourselves up in a form that is more impressive to people, but is not authentic to us. Is the mode that we all get tempted to get into when we start trying to bring a version of ourselves to a situation that we think will make a good impression.
Don't complain about the person that betrayed you. If they walked away, they didn't set you back. They set you up for the fullness of your destiny. If they lied about you, tried to push you down, overlooked you, it may not have been fair. But if God allowed it, He knows how to use it for your good.
Do not be misled. It's like, don't sit around and be like, I think this is what's going on. No, wait, this is maybe what's happening. You don't have to come up with theories. Don't be misled. Bad company corrupts good character. Have you ever stopped to consider the reason why you're never able to finish anything you start is not because you're not gifted. It's not because you're not talented. The reason why you can't finish it is because you lack character. Because every time you step out, you don't have the stuff it takes to finish. Yet the only way you're going to get rid of bad character is you're going to have to actually go ahead and get rid of bad company. The moment you remove bad company, you're going to start getting some good character. Somebody say check your circle. Sometimes there's something inside of you telling you that you are not enough. And since you feel like you're not enough, you start trying to do all this stuff to prove that you are enough. The problem is the people that you're trying to prove it to aren't even paying attention because they're so busy trying to prove to somebody else who isn't paying attention to the other person. And now we're all posting and proving, but inside we're dying. And you've got to know the places that you cannot go, whether it's on your phone, whether it's in your mind, because there are some places that you need to stay away from on purpose. Because if you go, it's going to kill your joy. It's going to kill your contentment. It's going to kill your sanity. It's going to kill your peace.
You've got to upgrade your friends. It ain't nothing bad. You just got to upgrade people in your life. But if you're the smartest person in your group, you need a new group. You cannot be the go-to person in the group. Don't worry about it. You have a gift. You solve problems all the time. You can earn a lot of money doing that. You know what people pay for in this country? They pay for expertise in this country. The moment you're an expert at something in America, you can make $1 million. All you gotta do is be an expert at one thing.
I don't know how many different ways I can say this. So many of us have to learn this the hard way. They act like they got love for you. Have your friends, have your family, have your relationships. But make sure you pay close attention to the circle, to your company that you keep. Because when you need them the most, I promise you, they will turn your back on you. You need to find you a group of friends. And you need to know in your heart of hearts that if you down, they gonna pull you up. And if they down, you gonna pull them up.
That person that's holding you back, that person that's bringing you down, that person is you.
Are you gonna say you wanna do something, do it for 2 weeks and then quit, like you did last year, like you did the year before last? You say you wanna lose weight, get in shape, get your business off the ground, and then turn around and party, get lit, drink alcohol, eat like crap, and continue to live below who you were created to be?
Comfort zone is dangerous. When you're comfortable, you are at most danger. You should never feel comfortable. You should be happy and dissatisfied. Anybody ever tell you, hey, look, you know what? Just be satisfied with what you got. Don't believe them. Get them away from you. Never be satisfied with what you got. Because the attempt to get more makes you into something better all the time. You should double your business. Triple it.
Make a declaration to yourself. Declare all-out war that you're going to get out of this rut.
Decide today that you will no longer tolerate losing. You are going to be a winner.
I don't negotiate with myself. I don't go, oh, wait, I'm not ready, or let me count to 10, or maybe I'll do it tomorrow. There's none of that shit with me. I say, do. I'm not here to discuss this with my mind. And when I say jump, you jump. Because when you get your blood pushing, when you push beyond what's comfortable, it develops this determination inside you, this sense of will. And when you do that regularly, you're going to have a different world.
Be the hero of your own movie. If your life was a movie and it started now,
What would the hero of your life's movie do right now? Do that. Do those things. Write down your goals. Write down things you want to improve. Write down things you won't tolerate from yourself. Write down things that you've done in the past that you never want to see yourself do again. And go forth from here as the hero of your own movie.
Show me something that has grown into something beautiful that didn't have no dirt on it. You take a seed and throw it on the concrete. Don't put no dirt on it and watch what happens. See, you get tripped out because you got dirt on you. But you need dirt on you to develop. Because dirt ain't just dirt. Dirt is fertilizer. Dirt is nutrients. Dirt gives you the strength for your seed to push through. See, you got to have dirt on you to push through something. Everything you see that's beautiful starts out as a seed. But that seed got to get dirt on it. See, you get mad when haters come your way. You get mad because you get a setback. You get mad because you get thrown off course. You get mad because you get a detour. That's just dirt. You get mad because they talking about you. That's dirt. You get mad because you lost your mama. That's dirt. You got to have dirt on you to grow into what God got for you. Quit tripping.
Darkness is not a thing. It's a void. It's an emptiness. It's an ambiguous existence, a place whereby I cannot see my way clear. It is difficult to get us to appreciate that God does his best work, not in the light, but in the dark. In fact, when God gets ready to prepare you for light, he puts you in the dark. This season that you're in is preparation for what God is about to do in your life. He's developing you in the dark. Oh no, don't put me up there too soon. I don't want light when I need darkness. As long as you take a bag of seeds and keep it on a shelf, you'll never have a harvest. You'll never have a harvest. You can take a bag of seeds and put it in a shelf and put it in the light somewhere and it will never produce. Because seeds were designed to produce in the darkness. That's why seeds have to be planted. Because in the privacy of darkness, seeds begin to go through a metamorphosis that they could not go through in the light. I just want to stop and thank God that he allowed me to go through my changes in the darkness. The transformative power of God, the ability to turn this into that, is often done in the dark. Oh, it's often done in the dark. It was dark, but it wasn't over. It might be dark for you right now, but it's not over. You might be going through a season of the absence of a thing that you legitimately need, but it ain't over. You may have to function for a while without the absence of the thing you adore, but it's not over. You might have to go up without what your neighbors have, but it's not over. Sometimes you have to go through something to really get your insight, to find out who you really are, to find out what you really got, to find out that you're tougher than you thought you were, to find out that you can do more than you thought you could do. If I look around me, I see circumstances. If I look in me, I see hope. So sometimes in order to really get your focus, you have to shut down your eyesight. If you've been looking at some things that's been discouraging you, shut your eyes to what you see. The power that's going to deliver you is coming from the inside.
Don't be discouraged by the dark. The dark doesn't mean nothing has changed. The dark is not a sign that God is not working, that he didn't hear your prayer. Thoughts will tell you, you would have seen something by now. You would feel a little better. One of those companies would have called you back. That addiction wouldn't be this strong. You have to walk by faith and not by sight. If you walk by sight, you'll talk yourself out of it. Because 11:30 at night doesn't look any different than midnight. Everything you can see, feel, touch, smell looks just the same. There's no evidence that it's a new day. But the psalmist said, the moment you pray, the tide of the battle turns. You can't see it, but when you prayed, you left the PM and you came into AM. It's a new day. You may not be able to see any sign of it. That's okay. Victory begins in the dark. And we all go through these times where we don't think it's going to work out. Seasons where nothing is changing. We're being our best, but the business is not growing. We're standing in faith, but our health is not improving. It's tempting to think that God has forgotten about us. We're always going to have this obstacle. The fact is, light is on the way. What God promised you is en route. You may have struggled in an area a long time. You've been believing for things to change in your marriage, your finances, with an addiction. It seems permanent. God is saying, you've already entered a new day. You've already passed midnight. You can't see it yet, but victory is on the way. Now, instead of complaining about the dark, have a new perspective. The dark means the sun is on the way up. The promise is about to come forth. Who can stop the sun from rising each morning? Who can keep light from breaking forth over the horizon? All the forces of darkness cannot stop what God has ordained for you. They cannot keep what He promised from coming to pass. In the face of that darkness, when you don't see any light, get in agreement with God. Father, thank you that it's a new day. It may be still dark out, but I don't go by what I see. I go by what I know. And I know that I've passed midnight. That means my healing is coming. My breakthrough is coming. My abundance is coming. My victory is coming. When you realize God starts with darkness to bring about new things in our life, then you won't get discouraged by the darkness. You'll thank Him in the middle of the darkness. You'll praise Him despite what's trying to stop you. God won't let you get in a problem that He can't bring you out of. If that difficulty was going to stop your destiny, God wouldn't have allowed it. It may seem too big for you. You could never overcome it, but it's not too big for our God. He already has the solution. That trouble can't keep you from your purpose. That setback in your finances, the anxiety, the depression is not permanent. It may be dark now. You've had some bad breaks, or you brought trouble on yourself. You think you're stuck? No, get ready. God is not through with you. What He ordained for your life will come to pass. That difficulty is a setup for Him to show out in your life. He's going to do something unusual, something out of the ordinary that will thrust you into your purpose, something that will suddenly change things in your favor. What you're up against may be bigger, more powerful, more influential, but you and God are a majority. Him being for you is more than the world being against you. There's not an obstacle He can't move. There's not a sickness He can't heal, not an addiction He can't free you from. You may have areas where it feels dark right now. Nothing is changing. That's a test. Will you praise Him in the dark? Will you thank Him that what He promised is on the way? Will you talk like it's going to turn around? Believe that healing is coming, even though the medical report isn't improving? Don't go by what you feel. Your feelings don't always tell you the truth. Your emotions will try to convince you that it's never going to work out. Your mind will tell you all the reasons it's not going to happen. Look how big those obstacles are. Walk by faith. Father, thank you that I've come into my midnight, that it's a new day. It may still be dark out, but I know you start the day in the dark. I know that means light is on the way. Keep a song of praise in your heart. Well, Joel, I've been doing this a long time. I don't understand why nothing is changing. God's timing is not our timing. Keep doing the right thing. You're in a new day. You pass midnight. It may be 3 a.m. You have a few more hours, so to speak, before the sun comes up. I've learned the longer it's taking, the better it's going to be. God is getting you prepared for the blessing He's already prepared for you. And when it's taking a long time, that's because the blessing is bigger than you can handle right now. He's getting you stronger, more mature, more confident. He's getting other people that are involved in place. He's doing a work in them. Don't be discouraged because it's been dark a long time. That's a sign God is about to do something that you've never seen. It's going to be bigger, more rewarding, more fulfilling than you've ever imagined. Now keep praising Him in the dark. Keep being good to other people in the dark. giving, serving. When you do that, suddenly doors are going to open. Suddenly you're going to come into opportunity, the right people, healing, breakthroughs. It's going to catapult you ahead.
Chẳng được quên khi cơn mưa đêm lại về. Em nơi quên lời thề và ta như đông chìm sâu. Không còn mới em anh nhận màu. Em chỉ cần mơ đâu em bay. Chỉ còn là những cơn mưa vô giá. Cho bên mơ em không mơ anh. Anh một đêm mơ chỉ cần bên em không được cơn nhớ. Và chỉ thôi không muốn nhớ. Và người ta bên nhau như ngã tớ. Muốn nhớ về say em chỉ còn với em ở đây. Và anh như muốn chết đi nhưng không muốn em mơ mày. Tình yêu làm cho ta đau đầu. Không em như mà mơ màu. Anh như đeo mong cầu. Và mưa bên em ngô sầu. Chắc có mà mai mà mơ. Chỉ có bên em nhưng đừng có mơ. Mà nào ra em muốn bên ai. Anh không mong gì hơn. Chỉ mong em sẽ ở đây ôm anh thật gần. Anh chỉ mong đôi ta được có nhau. Mà đừng em đâu anh có em. Muốn em bên nào đừng có em. Ta sẽ trao nhau môi hôn thật sâu. Ôm anh cứ mưa mà ngâu. Và em chỉ nằm đâu. Anh không muốn em ở đâu đâu. Một cơn gió thứ anh không mơ cầu. Mà gặp đôi anh mà bên nhà. Anh chỉ là my friend nhà. Em quên đi bao lời hứa. Quên đi cả những ngày xưa. Anh như là muốn nữa. Em cứ một chưa. Mà đừng vào đêm ở đêm. Anh nhìn một đôi đi bằng kem. Không như là ba trên thêm. Cho em nhiều hơn như là kem. Chỉ cần là mưa thôi. Em chỉ cần là mưa thôi. Còn ai sẽ là nắng rồi. Em chỉ cần là mưa thôi. Cho anh ngồi êm trôi. Cho anh được ôm em khi trời nắng. Và ôm em khi trời mưa. Và có anh có mặt trời. Em như là cuộc đời. Có được nhau là gặp thời. Không cần mưa để mần lời. Anh muốn em mau về đây để cơn mưa ngừng trôi. Anh muốn em là cuộc đời trong mưa mời. Bao còn bao nhiêu sự trên đời. Anh chỉ mong muốn có em bên người. Không muốn được mơ mơ. Chỉ cần mơ say. Em nên làm con tim mưa sầu. Đừng làm con tim để âu đầu. Yêu em chẳng em mà mong cầu. Chỉ muốn có em ở trong đầu. Anh không.
to my party, we're just getting started. A life is a dream or a nightmare scarring. Hand me a drink cause I think I'm going all in. Get me a shrink who can catch me when I'm falling. Cover up my scars, flip the handlebars, crashing in my car, wake up in a bar. I'll be a superstar, just on my avatar. This world is so bizarre, empty out the reservoir. Yeah,
I'm taking 6 shots, yeah, straight to the face. And I wanna get lost, I'm sick of this place. Don't know how to stop when I'm feeling this way. So I'm taking 6 shots till I'm feeling okay. I think I'm going crazy, don't think I'll get home safe. So I'm taking 6 shots, all straight to the face. I'm taking 6 shots, are you coming with me?
I'm taking 6 shots, yeah, straight to the face. And I wanna get lost, I'm sick of this place. Don't know how to stop when I'm feeling this way. So I'm taking 6 shots till I'm feeling okay. I think I'm going crazy, don't think I'll get home safe. So I'm taking 6 shots, all straight to the face. I'm taking 6 shots, are you coming with me? Sometimes you need to let loose, grab juice, get goose, tattoos, taboos, get screwed. Loosen up, buttercup, all those hate comments will never make you feel enough. We're all adequate graduates, hearts full of calluses, but we know calculus. Damn, ain't that fabulous? Can't wait to apply all those mathematicus. But we can't get a job that pays us enough. I'm about to pop off. Fuck you, you're lost. We all know that we never really want a boss. So I'ma do what I want to, something I can't undo.